G'day there. In this video I would like to show you my first attempt at trying to make a FET or a Field Effect Transistor. I have got some switching going on, but I'm not really sure it's a Field Effect Transistor sort of switching. I think it's kind of more of a variable capacitor and spark gap in one kind of effect. But it does sort of work. So what I've got it set up as a P channel at the moment. So this one's my gate with the orange wire on it. I'm going to try not to disturb the adjustment on this one, but I have two cups here. Okay, two cups, you can see the two rims. And I've had to do some patchwork. I've burnt through some of the plastic on this, so cups are dodgy. But you can see here inside I have a pointy piece and I have a straight piece. The idea is to have the positive on the pointy piece, or the piece not electrons saturated. These electrons saturate the flat piece, and this piece isn't saturated with electrons. And so opposites attract, Coulomb force causes a spark to jump across that way. So I have it hooked up to this fluorescent light globe here. Now, first thing I'm just going to point out is that I have this red clip lead on the negative from my flyback here. It's 30,000 volts. Even if, and I'll do that now, I disconnect this other end of this light globe, that's not connected to anything but the ground of my circuit, high voltage circuit, it will light the light globe a little bit. So I'd just like to point that out. And I'm lighting an LED wirelessly down there too, that's interesting. Okay, we'll just get that out of there so that's not so confusing. I'll play around with that later. So the light will go on a little bit, but as opposed to full illumination, which will look like, I'll put that one on there. And why didn't you start? No, that was not good. I think I just broke something. What's going on there? Let's take you off there for a second. Why did that happen? What's going on? No, it's not. There's a clip. Oh, I went back. What happened there? Oh, that's right. We must have arcing for the light globe to work. I touch it on and just goes out. Get a bit of an arc, light globe lights up brightly. No arc, light globe lights dimly. Okay, now that that's sorted, as I said, I'm using this as a P channel. So this positive lead that I just used goes onto the flat side of my cup. It's probably the wrong way around, but anyway, I did have it working a moment ago. Other side of my little cup spark gappy thing goes to the fluoro. As you can see, we're already starting to get some action. What I've done here is I had that arcing and I've separated to the point that it just stopped arcing. And now, the idea was to be able to slide this around to turn it on and off and adjust it, but I haven't got that far yet. But if I slide this on, hopefully, it's not going to play the game for me, but I'll just move that in one a bit closer. And there we go, you can see, nice big fat spark gap in there. Ow, that has melted through the plastic, it just got me again. Now if I take that gate off, you can see that spark gap gets a lot smaller. I'll just separate those two terminals. Whoops, wrong way. Alright, that's about it. A few little flickers there. And put that on the gate on and it does work better. That's my terminal shorting now. So we'll turn that off. So essentially what I've got here is a variable spark gap and capacitor in one unit, which could be really handy for some timing stuff, but it's not quite the FET that I was trying to make. Okay, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching.